Hey everybody, welcome. My name's Mike. I am not for Coltrane. Thank you so much for joining us for this Coltrane Tuesdays episode here on the let's see, the 11th day of the 11th month, which is November of the 2025th year of our shared common era. Thanks very much for tuning in. As always, please let me know if the sound and audio are actually the sound and the video are actually working. We are continuing with our oh, hello, thank you, Margot, and thank you for confirming that the audio and video are in fact functional. This is yes, so we are continuing with the series that I started last week, which is the New to Me Vember. New to Me Vember is songs that I had not known beforehand, songs that are brand new to me. Of course, they are not necessarily brand new songs, but they're new to me. I'm going to try for most of the month to do ones by artists that I hadn't heard of before, and so more on that in just a moment. In a little bit later on, we'll be playing the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. So you can get your requests in now. People will give me song requests, song suggestions, and I will have to play a song that is requested regardless of whether I know it. So perhaps people might request a song that I do know, which is what happened last week, which was wonderful. It's a nice gift from Mark there. Perhaps it will, so in which case I'll have to try to remember how to play it, because of course I won't have rehearsed it. Perhaps the requested song will be one that I kind of sort of know, like I have some familiarity with the song, but I've never actually tried to play it before, in which case I will have to try to figure out some way to play something like it here in front of everyone. Perhaps the requested song will be something I don't recognize at all, in which case I will have to make up a brand new song right here on the spot with the same name as the song that was requested, thereby technically satisfying the requirement. That is how we play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. So, please, by all means, go ahead and get in your requests. But we have a seasonally appropriate New to Me Vember song for today. The song is called Not Quite Almost Christmas Time. It is by a gentleman from Australia by the name of, let me make sure I have this right, so I'll pull it up on my screen here, Tom Cardy. Tom Cardy with the song Not Quite Almost Christmas Time. I haven't been doing this recently. I should remember to put my foot up here because that makes it easier for me to hold the guitar so people can see it, and also so that I can see it later when I go back and try to figure out what chords I was using. So Not Quite Almost Christmas Time. Tom Cardy has a very entertaining video that he has made of himself playing multiple instruments and portraying multiple characters in his version of the song. It is not something that ordinarily or sort of in its original form is well suited to acoustic guitar. But that doesn't stop me, so we're going to see how this goes. Not Quite Almost Christmas Time, Tom Cardy, acoustic guitar, here we go. Santa's earned some time off, he's taking a break. You've got to remember, the month of November is still his holiday. So imagine how stressed he gets when he sees people hanging ornaments a full 40 days before Christmas. Pretty stressed, right? Everyone loves Christmas time, but start too early and get punched in the face. Once you're done with Halloween, here's something new for you and me. Not quite almost Christmas time, a very special time of year when Christmas is kind of almost here. It's not Christmas almost, that starts December 1st. We're talking not quite almost Christmas time. First excited thought about the parties are still ages away. Watching people lose their mind from hearing premature Michael Bublé. Christmas time is wonderful, kind troglodytes and unverfought, but there's a special magic in seeing a tragic middle-aged man go berserk at a supermarket clerk for playing Christmas music at work. Before December 1st, the true meaning of not quite almost. Gather around the not quite almost Christmas tree, which is just leftover decorations not pulled down from Halloween. Let's go, not quite, almost Christmas time, when shops and parks are never full, cause we're still stuck in work and school. It's not Christmas almost, that starts December 1st. We're talking not quite, almost Christmas time. Not quite time to deck the halls, almost time to give your family a call. Actually, take the last one back, any time of the year you can call your mother. It's Christmas is sublime, but what about not quite, almost Christmas time? We love season celebration, amplified by anticism. Gotta have that anticism. Patient, not quite, almost. Here's your present to change up the chords. Have a merry, not quite, almost Christmas time. It's the middle of July, I know. It's not Christmas almost, that starts December 1st. It's not quite, almost Christmas time. Not quite, almost Christmas time. Not quite, almost Christmas time. That went better than it had any right to. And I think I actually sang all of the parts of the song. I'm worried that I might have skipped a verse in there somewhere, but I don't think I did. I think I managed to keep it all together, more or less. Tom Cardy, I will put a link in the description for the original version of that, which does include acoustic guitar. I should say that. It does include acoustic guitar, but it is not primarily acoustic guitar. It seems likely that it was composed on keyboard, as you can tell from the chord changes. Oh no, Beth missed the song. Beth is able to join us. This is wonderful, because Beth usually has schedule conflicts, or has had schedule conflicts that have not allowed her to tune in. So, anyone who is, if you're just joining us now, hi. You'll be able to watch the replay of the video shortly to be able to see Not Quite, Almost Christmas Time by Tom Cardy. Thank you, Margot. I'm glad that you loved it. So now let's see. I should mention one other thing, but first, before I do that, I'm going to say once again how we play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. People who are live online with us, ideally, will give me a song request, a song suggestion, and I will have to play that song regardless of whether I know it. Again, perhaps they will request a song that I do know, in which case I'll have to remember how to play it, but I probably will do okay, mostly. Perhaps someone will request a song that I have some familiarity with, but I've never actually played before, in which case I will have to try to figure out how to play something like it here in front of everyone. Or perhaps the requested song will be something I don't recognize at all, in which case I will have to make up a brand new song right here on the spot with the same name as the song that was requested, thereby technically satisfying the requirement. Also, I should say, so in addition to getting in your request for the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game, if you have ideas for the New to Me Vember series, that's also fine. I will not be looking at, that's not something I have to improvise in the moment. That will be something I can look up some chords and take some time to prepare. But I would love to have suggestions for that, because we need to fill out the month with New to Me Vember selections. So, well, this was the Gwen suggestion. Yes, this was my kid had brought this particular song, Not Quite, Almost Christmas Time, to my attention. So that was the one that I did earlier, just moments ago. Right, so another important thing I should mention is that this week is the final week for the Bethlehem Farmers Market. That's the one on the Lehigh University campus at Farrington Square. That's at New and Morton Streets on the south side of Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. It happens right around the middle of the day, right around for your lunchtime. This is the last one of the season, and I'm going to be there in person. It's probably going to be a little chilly, but that is okay. I will dress warmly and do what I can to keep my fingers as flexible as possible despite the cold. So yeah, come on out for the final Bethlehem Farmers Market of the season. Farrington Square, New and Morton Streets, Southside Bethlehem, Thursday. I didn't say that part. It's Thursday of this week. Thursday of this week, right around lunchtime. I believe the market starts at around 10:30 or 11, and I'll be playing in the middle of the time that the market is open. So watch my socials. I'll be posting something tomorrow to let people know about that, and I hope that some people are able to come join me outside at Farrington Square on Thursday. It'll be warmer than today. Well, I hope so. that would be preferable. So we have I don't see any requests yet for the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game, but if we don't get any requests, I can go into the bag of pre-submitted requests. We can see how that goes. People might request something with harmonica. I have that here. We might involve the looper. I have that ready to go here also, even though I did not use it for not quite almost Christmas time. Any requests? I'm not seeing a request. If something comes up momentarily, I will respond to that. But we may need to go to the pre-submitted request bag, which sits in the stairwell here and gets a little dusty. Da-da-da. Mark, I can't think of any Thanksgiving Day song, but the one from Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, Over the River Through the Woods. Hello, Mark. Thank you for joining us. All right, so this is probably even public domain. This is I presume you're thinking of Over the River and Through the Woods to Grandmother's House We Go. The way I remember it is the horse knows the way to carry the sleigh through the white and drifting snow, over the river and through the woods. To Grandmother's House We Go. Hurrah for the Fun is the... No. It's Over the River Through the Woods is at Grandfather's Cap I Spy. Hurrah for the Fun is the pudding done. Hurrah for the pumpkin pie. I think that's how it goes. All right, so we have unusually for a Stump the Band request, I have lyrics already in my head, but I don't know the other parts of the song. So let's see what we can figure out here. Over the river and through the wood. I think that works. I think those chords work. A simple 1-4-5 chord progression. We're doing this in the key of A. Let's add a little texture. And I guess I'm going to have to improvise a second verse. But that's fine. Yes, this is a song that I definitely first learned in elementary school. Yes, Margot says, I'm pretty sure we sang that in elementary school back in the dark ages. Yep. All right, here we go. Over the river and through the woods, to Grandmother's house we go. The horse knows the way to carry the sleigh through the white and drifting snow. Over the river and through the woods, is the Grandfather's Cap I spy. Hurrah for the fun, is the pudding done. Hurrah for the pumpkin pie. It occurs to me now that the lyrics go really fast. So improvising something is going to be challenging. So we'll see. Arlo Guthrie song. I hear it wafting through the air as we sleigh along. Alice's Restaurant is what we ought to play. That's what we'll do, that's what we'll play on Thanksgiving Day. Which, by the way, I think now is a new to me member song for later in the month. Over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. The horse knows the way to carry the sleigh through the white and drifting snow. Over the river and through the woods and that grandfather's cap I spy. Hurrah for the fun, is the pudding done? Hurrah for the pumpkin pie. Thanks very much to Mark for that seasonal appropriate request. Alice's Restaurant isn't challenging the point. Yes, that's fair. Alice's Restaurant every year on Thanksgiving. So let's see, probably later in the month, the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, I'll need to be doing Alice's Restaurant. We'll give that a shot. It's not going to be exactly the way Arlo Guthrie does it, but there's going to be some element of that. Maybe this is a new Coltrane Tuesdays tradition along the lines of the single person In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida, but we will see. It's probably not going to be the full episode of me doing Alice's Restaurant. So we'll see how that goes. But in any case, thanks very much to I was obsessed with Arlo in middle school. Well, there you go. There you go. And is also a performer whose music I haven't learned before, so it makes it good for new to me November. So we'll see how that goes in just a couple of weeks. In the meantime, thanks very much to Mark for that song request. Thanks to Beth and Bark and Margot and everyone else who is watching live online. I am grateful for that. And everyone who's watching on the replay, grateful for you too. My name is Mike. I'm not for Coltrane. Please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. I will see you here in about a week. And hopefully I'll also see you on Thursday at the farmer's market.